Hello, students. Actually, denme un momento porque si voy a necesitar. Is it here? Ay, no puede ser que sea el otro vecino. You're joking. Anyhow, la intención de hoy es grabar uno de los ejercicios de la sección básica del curso gratis. Ando súper torpe hoy, chicos. I don't know what's happening. But anyway. Let's see. Just for now, because in any case, you guys are not going to... Oh, wait. Let's see. You know, this is going to be an issue, because I really expected that it would be more quiet for now. That is so odd. Oh, okay. Anyway, let me just go ahead and get started with class. Let's see. Yes. I have this right here. Yes. And sadly, I can't. Oh, man. Yeah. It's okay. Okay. Sorry. Okay. So, closing this. I am sharing this. I'm moving here and I'm taking this with me. I am screen sharing. Let me just go ahead and stop that for a moment and start it over. No, yeah. Here. Okay. Yes. Perfect. Good. Okay. We are about to get started. I want to sing a little better. Okay, good. Hey, it's not so bad. I thought it was like way worse. Anyway, I don't look bad, do I? Okay, there you go. Hola, hola Alicia. Súper bien, por dicha. Aquí estamos a punto de grabar una clase para el podcast. Estoy a punto de empezar el ejercicio justamente. Por ahí veo que, bueno, hay unos cuantos escuchando, chicos. Recuerden que el libro está gratis en el canal de YouTube y está en los videos aquí mismo también en TikTok. Para que vayan y abran el libro si quieren hacer el ejercicio conmigo. De igual forma, después de eso queda en el canal de YouTube porque lo subo como clase al canal de YouTube y también queda como episodio de audio de podcast para ejercicios de repetición en todas las plataformas. Ahorita solamente me falta Apple Podcasts. Ya de ahí en más estamos en todas partes. Estamos en Spotify, estamos en Google Podcast, estamos en Transistor, Buzz Oh, ok. So, sí, justamente estamos hablando de que voy a dar la clase justo ahora. Um, Vamos a ver. Let's just go ahead and get started. Mhm.
Recording in progress.
Hello, student. Es el teacher Ken. Y el día de hoy quiero que hagamos un ejercicio para practicar la pronunciación de las contracciones. Como pueden ver en la pantalla, las contracciones son básicamente una forma en la que yo puedo acortar la forma en la que está escrita y también se pronuncia una conjugación de dos palabras usualmente. ¿Ok? No existe ninguna diferencia en el significado entre uno y el otro. Es simplemente una contracción para pronunciarlo más rápido y efectivamente esto es de un inglés no tan formal. Se utiliza en todo, eso sí es algo que me parece importante notar, chicos. Esto se utiliza en todo, las contracciones se utilizan todos los días. El hecho de que sean consideradas informales, abro y cierro comillas, no quiere decir que no las vayan a ver todos los días en todas partes. De hecho, en los únicos espacios en los que no se utilizan es ya en el espacio a nivel, digamos, académico para presentaciones universitarias y demás. Entonces, vamos a ir con este ejercicio de forma horizontal. Voy a decir I am busy completo y después digo la versión de la contracción y vamos a pasar por las tres personas. ¿Ok? So, very good. Repeat after me. I am busy. I'm busy. You are busy. You're busy. He is busy. He's busy. She is busy. She's busy. It is green. It's green. We are busy. We're busy. You are busy. You're busy. They are busy. They're busy. John is busy. John's busy. Mary is busy. Mary's busy. Ok, entonces unas cuantas notas, un par de cosas a tomar en cuenta con estas diferencias en la pronunciación. Primero tomemos en cuenta el he is, she is, it is versus his, she's, its. No tenemos por qué estirar esa i. No tenemos que decir he is cuando lo estamos contrayendo, porque a la hora de estirarlo justamente estamos mencionándolo sin la contracción. El que quiero que nos dé bastante atención y al cual ponerle más cuidado es a este. ¿Por qué es que quiero marcar este your? Es porque no se pronuncia your. Sé que es you are cuando está separado, pero cuando está contraído no suena you, suena yo, your. Entonces en you are busy no puedo decir you're busy. La gente va a entender, pero está mal dicho. En este caso la forma correcta sería you're busy. Y en el caso de they are busy, es importante que en la contracción la Y deja de sonar. No es necesario que diga there. No tengo que hacer un esfuerzo por pronunciar esa Y cuando estoy contrayendo they are. Suena there. No there, there. They're busy. They are busy. They're busy. ¿Ok? Vamos a practicar estas contracciones con el ejercicio 7. El ejercicio 7 de la lección 1 está en la página 4 del libro English Sentence Structure. Es la página 17 en el PDF. Les recuerdo que el PDF está disponible completamente gratis en todas mis redes sociales, en el canal de YouTube y también a través de la descripción en los diferentes podcasts, incluyendo Spotify. En este caso, como queremos practicar únicamente la contracción, no vamos a cambiar el vocabulario en el resto del ejercicio. Todo va a ser hungry. No importa cuál sea la persona, siempre vamos a pronunciarlo con el verbo to be, contraído y con hungry. ¿De acuerdo? El ejemplo número 1 dice I'm hungry. Repeat. Mary's hungry. Repeat. She's hungry. You're hungry. They're hungry. John's hungry. He's hungry. I'm hungry. You're hungry. We're hungry. Quiero tomar una pequeña pausa para explicar el de we are. En we are, la que deja de sonar es la A y suena parecido a la palabra raro o extraño en inglés. Weird, solo que sin la D al final. Y decimos we're. De las 7 a la 15 en este mismo ejercicio, vamos a decirlo primero sin el verbo to be y después lo vamos a decir con el verbo to be contraído y con hungry. Entonces, we're hungry. I'm hungry. He's hungry. She's hungry. We're hungry. You're hungry. The teacher. The teacher's hungry. We. We're hungry. I'm hungry. Recuerda que puedes poner este ejercicio a repetir cuantas veces sea necesario a lo largo del día, para mantener la práctica y asegurarnos de pronunciar las cosas de la forma correcta. Recuerda que el inglés es fácil, solo debes practicarlo. Y nos vemos en clase.
Recording stop.
There you go. ¡Ja! Entonces, ya terminamos con la primera transmisión, la de el nivel básico. Ya más tarde yo me encargo de agarrar el audio y ponerle la musiquita antes y después y hacer el opening, subirlo a YouTube. Estoy trabajando bastante el canal de YouTube. Estoy asegurándome de agregarle una mejor estética. Quiero que sea un curso que puedan poner en la televisión, en YouTube, y ponerlo ahí, practicar y puedan ver el libro y puedan repetir. De verdad tengo muchísimas ganas de llegar a ese 1.000.000 de suscriptores a finales de este año. Así que le estoy poniendo montones. Vamos a darle chance para que se siga procesando este de acá. Habemos pocos. Por ya. Oh, Ale. Ale, is that you? Are you there? Like, comment something. This is live. This is not going to the podcast. I already recorded a podcast episode. Si estás ahí, like, for real? Ale. Yes! Heck yes! Man, this is so awesome. It's so good to have you. I think I saw you when I was when I was reading the book. Because the book is over here. Like, I have the book there. And as I already showed you before, I just go ahead and I get in let's say, I just open a Zoom presentation and I record it, and that's what I use for most of the content anyway. You were scrolling. Good. That is so good. Oh, you see? It just got saved. And that is one thing, actually. Just in case, and I know that you are on your phone, and there is a chance you can check on your computer for the book. So, what I am going to do right now is in the intermediate level. And it's for an exercise that you might even find you might find interesting yourself. Let me just go ahead and get to the page. Still is a long way down. But anyway, in the book, you can go to, let's see, it is page 112 of the book, but it is 125 on the PDF. So I am just about to record the one for the intermediate class, because basically what I do is I go live to share with people here on TikTok for a while, but while I do that, I am actually recording the episodes for the podcast. So I make an episode for the basic level, an episode for the intermediate level, and an episode for the advanced level, and then I take care of posting everything. And only the one that is for the basic level is in Spanish, which is the point at which you got in. For the next two, it's no Spanish whatsoever, because it is time for people to level up and then, get their understanding better. But this is, in fact, an intermediate class, so I will continue speaking English, just not as fast, because that's the way I keep it with my intermediates. For advanced, I will go back to to the rate of speech that we were using, or that I use with my friends, right? Okay, just a moment. I am picking my nose, and I know that a lot of you guys don't even know what that is. I just had to do it. I'm sorry. Okay, and let me see. We are going Zoom again. Meeting. Yes, and again. Yes, and here. Okay. I'll take care of that later. Okay, good. And that is there.
Recording in progress.
Hello students, this is Teacher Ken. Welcome to another intermediate level practice. On the last class, we were practicing the different modal auxiliaries and the word order of, person, modal, verb, and the rest. Now, we saw them all in affirmative. And for today's exercise, we're going to practice the negative forms and the contractions. Okay? First, let's go on our book to page, let me see, we are in page 125 of the PDF. That is page 112 of the book, English Sentence Structure. Remember that the book is available completely for free in all my social media and my YouTube channel. Also, in the podcast descriptions. Now, let me just show you a little something. There you go. Perfect. Yes, that's the way. Okay, and let's just go ahead and take care of it for pronunciation and vocabulary. I am taking advantage of going live on TikTok, and if anyone has a question, go ahead and write it in the comments, and I am going to answer the questions during the recording of this podcast episode, okay? Only if these questions are regarding the exercise. I'm sorry, I had to scratch my face. In any case, repeat after me. Will not. Won't. No, he won't. Cannot. Can't. No, he can't. Could not. Couldn't. No, he couldn't. May not. No, he may not. Might not. No, he might not. Should not. Shouldn't. No, he shouldn't. Must not. Mustn't. No, he mustn't. Okay, so before I go into the details here, anyone on TikTok, do you guys have any questions? I want you guys to note that in the case of may and might, we don't have a contraction for the negative form. I always insist on this, guys. Don't say mayn't and don't say mightn't. These are not correct, just in case. If you feel you have not heard them before, there's a reason for that. But in any case, if we have no more questions, let me go ahead and proceed with the statements that are right here in the middle. Repeat after me. Mr. Miller won't go to Chicago tomorrow. Paul can't speak French. You may not drive without a license. Paul might not go to George's house tonight. Children shouldn't play with matches. Children mustn't play with matches. I want to go ahead and give you guys a hand with the pronunciation of this contraction here. That mustn't. There is the pronunciation of what we like to call the nasal T. It's actually very easy to pronounce. I don't know why people think it's complicated. When you are thinking about something, you normally make a sound that is similar to an M, but you let it sound out of your nose. And you go, and that sound, but instead of putting the position inside of your mouth of an M, but an N as in Nancy, that is the nasal T sound. Well, the N before the T. So, must, it's must, it's basically a pause. So, some people actually just stop. They say mustn't. But there's just a small vibration right there. What I don't want you to do is to say mustn't. Okay, you're not supposed to open your mouth and make an explosive T with an E ending sound. That's not the way it's supposed to sound. People will understand you. But that is not the correct way. And we are trying to learn the correct way. Now, let's go to this exercise right here. Exercise 2 is on page 112 in the English Sentence Structure book, and it is also page 125 in the PDF that is available on all social media for free. Exercise 2. Everything that is affirmative with George will be negative with Mary. Remember to use the contraction, unless you can't. George can go. Mary can't go. George should go. Mary shouldn't go. George may go out today. Mary may not go out today. George will go tomorrow. Mary won't go tomorrow. Repeat. George can play the piano. Mary can't play the piano. George might visit us. George might not visit us. George will go to Chicago Saturday. Mary won't go to Chicago Saturday. George might attend the concert. Mary might not attend the concert. George will write a letter tomorrow. Mary will write a letter tomorrow. Okay, you did. Okay, did you follow my lead? Or did you repeat after me? Because I did not say it the correct way. When we talk about Mary, we go in negative. And again, the negative of will is won't. So let's do number 6 one more time. George will write a letter tomorrow. Mary won't write a letter tomorrow. Okay, let's continue. George can speak French. Mary can't speak French. George should eat fast. Mary shouldn't eat fast. George can swim very well. Mary can't swim very well. George will watch television tonight. Mary won't watch television tonight. George could read the sign. Mary couldn't read the sign. Okay? Remember, you can repeat this exercise as many times as you would like. Now, let's take a look at this small note here at the bottom. Okay? It says, negative statements containing have to and must. The following sentences have the same meaning. He has to go and he must go. They mean the same. But when we are using the negative, there is a big difference between doesn't have to and mustn't. When we say that he doesn't have to go, the negative is in regards to the obligation. He is not obligated to go. But when I say he mustn't go is saying that his obligation is not to go. I know it's a little confusing, but being contracted to the model, it's still being negative on the action. I'm not sure if you follow 100%. Let's just make sure that when I say he doesn't have to go, you are saying that he does not have the obligation to go. And when you say he mustn't go, you are saying his obligation is to stay. His obligation is not to go. So they do mean very different things. I want to go ahead and take advantage of this moment and show you where you will be able to find in the same book all of the written exercises. This book is divided in two parts. It has the first half of the book, that is the official conversational practice exercise side, and then there is an other side that is right here. Let me see. What lesson am I in? No, I'm in lesson 1. We want to go all the way to the same lesson of the book. It is called English Sentence Practices. So, English Sentence Structure and English Sentence Practices by Cambridge University. They work together and they are aligned. We are going to the same lesson. We were doing lesson 11. Right now, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 is the exams, and lesson 11 right here. If you see, right here, we have not only vocabulary of the lesson, but also exercises that are for you to practice in written form. If here we were saying will plus go is I will go, then can plus play would be I can play, right? The idea is that you use this other side of the book to review the structure yourself. Do the written exercises, and after that, you can come to the end. At the very end of the book, we also have all of the answers. Now, let me just go ahead and show you a little faster. Right here. Let's see. Here, okay. Here is the answer key. So we were in lesson 11, right? This is lesson 1. You just gotta keep on going until we reach lesson 11. Let's see. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There are the ones for exercise 10, and here are the ones for exercise 11. So lesson 11, exercise 1, I can play. You see, it's right there. It's super visible for you. So here's what I want you guys to do when you are taking this course for free on your time. First, listen to this practice exercise, for this conversation exercise, for this repeat after me, and for this correct the structure exercises. Once you have done it the first 3 different ways, remember that you're going to listen to it the first time looking at the book for comprehension, then the second time looking at the book to execute the exercise, and then the third time without looking at the book to test your listening, your comprehension, and of course your speaking all at the same time. After you have done that, I want you to go to the written practices side of the book and do the exercises. They're not complicated, but do them in written form. This is your opportunity to practice on the correct spelling of the words. So make sure you do it right. Once you finish doing the exercise, you can come to these last pages and you can check if your answers were correct. If you happen to have any questions after that, please don't hesitate to leave a message right on the comments, okay? Last but not least, remember that English is easy. You just need to practice, all right? See you next class. There you go. I stop sharing. I stop recording.
Recording stopped.
There you go. Yay! And that's it. That's basically what I have to do for one more lesson. Let's see. So, did you guys have any questions? You didn't write anything in the comments. And I see Ale is still there. Thank you very much for staying, man. You know you're amazing, right? Let's see. Yeah, no, I don't see any questions. That's good. I would like to remind you guys, I'm going to switch to Spanish just for a moment, okay? Just real quick. Chicos, nada más recordarles que tenemos el libro disponible completamente gratis en el canal de YouTube. Estoy haciendo lo posible por guardarlo dentro de cada uno de los episodios para que no se les pierda. Es parte del SEO que tengo que hacer. No duden en utilizarlo todos los días, chicos. Recuerden que la recomendación es obtener un total de 1000 horas de práctica conversacional en la menor cantidad de tiempo posible. Entonces, si tienen ejercicios de repetición y están en contacto constante con el inglés durante 4 horas todos los días, pueden aprender inglés básicamente desde cero en un año. Se los garantizo. Lo he visto. ¿Ok? Thanks, Ale. I love you too, man, and I appreciate your friendship. You know, it's actually very interesting for me to see how you have grown in your English just out of working, and not because you were obligated to do it because of your job, which is true, but also because you have that, let's say, curiosity, and you want to learn and practice and to make things and to do things right. I'm sorry, I'm gonna turn the fan on for just a minute. I'm melting, I swear. And I'm gonna go look for the next exercise. Ale, you might like this next exercise. I really recommend you to look for the book, because this is an advanced exercise, and you're gonna like it because it's really complicated. Well, it's more complicated grammar, let's say. It's more of those like small details of structure, and I don't know if you already saw the basic level. Remember that I well, no problem. I'm gonna go ahead and let you figure it out when you take a look at the episode. But the thing is that, let's see, yes, right here, 21. I already did one of the advanced exercises, and I put it in the podcast last week. I like these ones because these are the ones that explain the real small details of how or why people know that you are a learner and not a fluent, confident speaker just yet. My God, look at this mess. I am so not in good presentation for this. Mama would not be proud. Anyway, right now we're going to continue, and let me actually go ahead and check, because I'm not 100% sure what the next grammar will be. Yep, I already saw that. Ooh, yes! Oh my God, it's Wish, and I love teaching Wish, because Wish is different from reality, and that changes everything. So I am seriously gonna geek out a little bit. This is gonna be fun! This is so gonna be fun. Wait. Oh boy, you guys, they have no idea. Like, the ones that are gonna listen to the podcast episode, they have no idea. I'm gonna have to try to contain myself somehow. Yeah, and we have to go slowly with this. We do. Okay, this will be a good episode. I'm gonna have to send it to my teacher partners. Let's see. Okay. Don't ask me why, but I do give the advanced class with my hair down. It's more me. Alright, and let's go ahead and continue then. God, my arms look small. I need to get in the gym. Ale, I need to get in the gym. I need to start doing push-ups at least. Anyway, let's see. And I need to turn this on. Let's see.
Recording in progress.
Hey, what up, guys? This is Teacher Ken. Today I have a lesson that I have to admit is very exciting for me as a teacher. I know that wish as a verb is something that is difficult to conjugate. People have difficulties using wish in the correct form. And I think this is going to be the first episode in which I speak freely about grammar for advanced students. And I just hope that you guys enjoy the knowledge that is going to be within this class, all right? When we talk about wish as an action is different from most others, okay? Because when you wish for something, you are wishing for something that is not real. And when you use the verb wish, you are saying that it's not real. And because of that, the way that you express yourself has to be different. The best way I can explain it in one phrase is that because wishing is not for the truth, it goes 1/10 to the past. And I know that sounds a little weird. Let me just go ahead and clarify a little bit more how this works. Let's go to page 234 on the English sentence structure book. That is going to be page 247 on the PDF, and remember that it's completely free. It's available on all of my social media and pretty much everywhere, okay? Let's take a look at this example right here. Tom doesn't live in the city. This is a reality. Tom just doesn't live in the city. But he wishes something different from his reality. When we are using wish, that means that we go from present to past. And yes, I know, it just sounds odd. But the reason why it makes sense is because it is not real. The discipline of changing it to 1/10 back is what makes it difficult to conjugate. So, if I am wishing about a situation that would be in present tense, but is not real, I have to speak in past. And if I want to wish for something that is in the future, I don't use the future tense because again, I am wishing. I speak in present. And in many cases, we can move it to the past as well. I don't want to make it very confusing for you guys, so I'm just going to go down and show you a few examples. Starting with this one here. We already saw that Tom doesn't live in the city, so the wish statement would be, I wish Tom lived in the city. Let's continue right here. It says, I wish I were in Paris. And there is something very interesting about this word. With wish, the verb to be is mostly were. Okay? It's not very common to say, I wish I was. It's okay, but it is better to use were. It's just part of the most frequent use, let's say. So, even if I am saying I or he, it is always were. I wish I were a doctor. I wish he were here. That does remind me of a very old Avril Lavigne song that is called I Wish You Were Here. And I just want to clarify how that were is not going to change even if I am saying he. I wish he were here. If you say I wish he was here, people will understand, but it's not the most common way. Anyhow, I think I went a little bit too long on that one. Let's go to the additional examples right here, and after that we will go right to the exercise that I want us to practice. So, very simple. Repeat after me. My father works in an office all the time. I wish he worked outdoors. Okay. I wish the other people spoke as clearly as you do. My wife is a wonderful dancer. I wish she were also a good cook. I wish we didn't have to go out tonight. Anne wishes that she could drive a tractor. We can only get to the stadium on foot. I wish we could get there by bus. They won't help us. I wish they would help us. The weather is awful. I wish the rain would stop. Now, take a look at a few notes right here on the same page. When we are talking about something that was thought with abilities and in reality would use can, when wishing, we use could. The same will happen with will. If I am wishing for something that is in the future, I go back 1/10 and I use would. Let me see if we can... Yes, right here. No, this one is not so difficult. Yes. Okay, so we're going to do 2 exercises actually. We're going to do, yes, exercises 6 and 7. This will be a long exercise. Actually, yeah, let's do exercise 7. And in exercise 7, we're going to wish of, let's say, the opposite description, okay? To make it easier for you to understand what to change. We are not going to change affirmative for negative. We're going to remain and we're going to change one description for an opposite description. So, on exercise 7, it says, I think this pattern is difficult. I wish it were easy. I heard that classes begin early. I wish they began late. I believe that Mrs. Smith is sick. What do you wish? I wish she were feeling well. Repeat. Yes, I will say it again. I wish she were feeling well. You can also say, I wish she were healthy. Number 2. I understand that the streets downtown are narrow. What do you wish? I wish they were wide. Number 3. I discovered that Professor Jones speaks fast. I wish he spoke slow. Or, I wish he spoke more slowly. I discovered that Professor Jones speaks fast. And then, starting on number 4, I'm going to make sure that I say them without stopping. I need to get your ear fluency on point. So, I think that John's father is old and weak. I wish he were young and strong. I imagine that Mary feels sad. I wish she felt happy. Or, I wish she felt different. Number 6. I heard that the store is closed. I wish it were open. I believe that the exam is hard. I wish it were easy. I think that John's answer is wrong. I wish it were right. I think that this tea is weak. I wish it were strong. Okay, right now I am also going live on TikTok. I'm going to take just a moment. Guys, do we have any questions? Let's see, I'm just going to give you guys a few seconds to say yes if you have a question. If not, let's just continue with exercise 8. We continue wishing, but now we're going to wish for the negative and we maintain the adjective or the description, okay? So, the examples say, books are expensive, Books are expensive. I wish they weren't expensive. So remember, you're going to use the negative and you have to change from one tense to the correct tense because you're wishing, okay? So, Mr. Miller is sick. I wish he weren't sick. He has a sore throat. I wish he didn't have a sore throat. Books are expensive. What do you wish? I wish they weren't expensive. You work at night. I wish you didn't work at night. The children will play in the street. I wish they wouldn't play in the street. The bus leaves at 6 a.m. What do you wish? I wish it didn't leave at 6 a.m. It's going to rain today. I wish it weren't going to rain today. There's going to be an examination tomorrow. I wish there weren't going to be an examination tomorrow. I will say it one more time. I wish there weren't going to be an examination tomorrow. Okay, number 7. It's necessary to practice every day. I wish it weren't necessary to practice every day. George has to write a lot of letters. I wish he didn't have to write a lot of letters. I hope you did not say, I wish George hasn't to write. Remember that in this case, the action is not has. The action is write. I want to do exercise 9, and I know that this class has taken a little bit longer than usual. I apologize. But I just want to go over this because it's a great way to check the negative contracted ending forms. So, Joe will help us. I wish he wouldn't. Joe can sing. I wish he couldn't. Joe's a doctor. I wish he weren't. Joe has a motorcycle. I wish he didn't. Joe will go with you. I wish he wouldn't. Joe lives on our street. I wish he didn't. Joe's a piano player. I wish he weren't. Joe feels very sad. I wish he didn't. Joe will lend you money. I wish he wouldn't. Joe's hungry. I wish he weren't. Joe knows your name. I wish he didn't. Joe will leave tomorrow. I wish he wouldn't. Joe can play the violin. I wish he couldn't. Joe has a beautiful secretary. I wish he didn't. I'm not jelly. I'm just saying. Okay, guys. Now, just to remember, when we're using wish, we're speaking about a situation that we know is different from the past. And because we know it's different from the past, it's different from reality, I wanted to say. Because we know it's different from reality, we have to move it 1 tense backwards. Present moves to simple past. Will goes to would. Can goes to could. And in the next class, you will see that the past goes to past perfect. But I don't want to, overwhelm you with information for now. I hope that you enjoyed this practice. Remember, you can practice and repeat this exercise as many times as you would like. I would also like to invite you to watch the exercises on the YouTube channel and share this podcast with anyone and everyone that you know that is interested in learning or improving their English. One last favor. rate this podcast. When you rate the podcast, you help me become visible to other people that are interested in similar topics. And the last thing that I would like to say, you already know. English is easy. You already understand it. You just need to practice, right? See you next class.
Recording stop.
There you go. So, Ale, are you still there? What did you think of this exercise? You see, these last exercises, the ones that we just did, those are a little bit more complicated. I like them more because it is a challenge of really thinking what you're saying. Not just how to say it, but what it is that you actually want to say. Anyway, what I'm going to do right now, I'm just going to give it time to convert. And after that, I'm going to take care of editing and putting everything everywhere. Remember that today we recorded the basic, an intermediate, and an advanced. For next week, on Monday, I am actually not going to give grammar exercises of the regular class. I am going to focus for a couple more weeks, for the month of March probably. I'm going to go ahead and focus on finishing the placement tests, because I also want you guys to have a placement test so that you can go ahead and just reassure yourselves on the level that you are. I'm going to make sure that it is available completely for free, not only within the podcast as an exercise to practice, but also for it to be available as an actual virtual test that you will be able to take for free and just get your own score. Let's see. I believe that is everything for this channel, and for now, I'm gonna go. So, Ale, you seem online, but I'm not sure if you're around. If you're still around, just say goodbye, because I'm just about to leave. Wow, we had 2,000 likes. How did that happen? Oh, awesome, Ale. Yes, you're still here. Awesome. Dude, we got 2,000 likes today. I have no idea how that happened. I love you too, man. You know, take care. I send you a big hug. Remember, you're amazing. You're going to learn another language this year, and I'm going to learn 2 more. And to everyone that is in the live, I hope that you guys are able to learn a language this year. I hope that you guys are able to improve your English, and that we all become better professionals together, right? See you next class.